This bill was not hatched in a committee meeting, hearing in St. Paul. This bill grew from Greater Minnesota. This bill was written in Greater Minnesota in conversations with the people who do the work, who are affected by our decisions. Members, the voice of the farmer was clear, and they spoke about three general areas of concern that are represented in this bill. One is a desire for greater stability in a volatile world and a volatile industry. Two was concern about family farms, and small agricultural industries. And three was the state of innovation. So members, if you'll indulge me, I'd just like to point out one or two elements in the bill in each of those areas that illustrate our work to hear the voice of the farmer. Now first, when we talk about stability, we know how capital intensive agriculture is. We know how expensive land is these days. We know how farmers themselves are often quite anxious because they live at the whim of the weather and markets over which they have no control. For that reason, we have two very important provisions in this bill. The first is a grain indemnity fund. I assume we'll be talking more about this a little bit later, so just quite quickly, what this is a way of protecting farmers. It's a basic insurance program. 14 other states in the state of in the United States have grain indemnity funds. Just last week in finance, Commissioner Tom Peterson said that Minnesota currently has the worst protection for grain in the Midwest. After we pass this bill, we will have the best. The other stability concern is called Dairy with an I. That's a program that incentivizes Minnesota's dairy farmers to participate in a federal program that guarantees a basic level of profit for them. Members, for the first time in the history of the state of Minnesota, we have fewer than 2,000 dairy farms. That should give you pause. The Dairy with an I bill will help dairy farmers, small dairy farmers, mid-sized dairy farmers, have some kind of stability in their business practices.
Some of the things we want to continue to support are the meat processing and our small and middle-sized meat packing plants, and encouraging small startups across all of Minnesota to help process locally those farmers' livestock and give consumers all those choices locally to buy local or to buy certain premium cuts of meat or other types of products that our meat markets produce. We all enjoy, whether it's on a Friday night or a 4th of July. There's a lot of great products we enjoy, but it doesn't just happen without commitment towards the meatpacking industry and our local butcher shops. And part of that is the training and helping companies get started up in our small communities. And so the $1.5 million in this bill will continue what we've done in the past few years to promote more local meat processing, which really became evident as we started getting on the edge of food shortages and rationing meat in our grocery stores during 2020 and 2021 with COVID. And it really brought home the importance of having that local butcher shop and the ability and the capacity to process our animals. I recall there was a time they were probably 6 to 10 months behind before you could bring an animal in to get processed at a lot of local butcher shops. Folks, we can't have a good, solid system if it's that far behind in order to process our meat. And so, members, that's a piece of this bill that really will continue improving in areas that we want to make stronger across rural Minnesota. Biofuels, biofuel in our state has become a big opportunity. In fact, it's really Minnesota's only oil well is ethanol or biodiesel. And so, members, we want to continue the commitment of biofuel infrastructure grants to help our small stations improve their pumps or equipment that's not certified for E15 or higher blends. And so these grants, coupled with private investment that our gas station owners put in, will help them be able to dispense more biofuels, as they say, more homegrown energy dispersed from our hometown businesses. And so, members, that $4.5 million is a good thing to support, to help support rural Minnesota, help support the opportunities for homegrown energies, biofuels that are made and processed and grown right here in Minnesota.
As many of you know, I joined the Minnesota legislature with the goal to address food insecurity in our schools. I'm proud to have authored the Farm to School bill that will dedicate approximately $3 million in the next 2 bienniums and will increase funding to support Minnesota school districts that want to promote and use Minnesota agriculture products in their schools. Getting our Minnesota-grown produce in front of our students is essential to addressing food insecurity in our schools, as well as getting healthier options in front of our students as well. I'm also proud to offer a bill for Good Acre Leaf program that brings fresh produce grown by emerging farmers in Minnesota to local food shelves. Additionally, the training and technical assistance that Good Acre provides to the farmers they work with is an invaluable asset to supporting more farmers and their farming businesses. And we have to remember that farmers are also small business owners. This is another way that we can, as a legislature, we are addressing food insecurity as well.
Not every committee can be as cool as the Ag Committee, but I think we should all try. In the Ag Committee, we approached our work not through a partisan lens, not to pose for a podcast or dance for an interest group. We were focused on solving problems and building relationships, and I'm incredibly, incredibly proud of how well we did that this session. And I think the bill reflects the spirit with which we did our work. This is a good bill. It's a balanced bill. It's a thoughtful bill. It's a bill that's going to help people.
There have been 58 ayes and 7 noes. The bill is passed and its title agreed to.